If you thought this year couldn't get any better for video games, it just has, with Horizon Zero Dawn, made by a relatively unknown game developer in Guerrilla Games. Guerrilla Games have turned out a near masterpiece for Horizon Zero Dawn. This game was much hyped for 2 years, but it has lived up to said hype, and it's gone even further. It's made the promises, it's basically kept the promises it was going to do, but it's gone and extended on that. It's basically done a No Man's Sky what it should have done. No Man's Sky was hyped up, much hyped, but we all know that was a piece of shit and it fell straight on its face. But Horizon Zero Dawn, it rises to the occasions. It does one step further. It keeps the promises that were kept and it extends on those. That's what makes Horizon Zero Dawn a near perfect game. The story is set 1,000 years in the future where machines are taking control over the world and they dominate the population. Man has gone back to the Stone Age with everything destroyed. What makes this story so interesting is that you're trying to find out how humans, which took a major step back, how did we fall so far down the food chain? How did we fall so far in society? And you try to figure out what happened to the old ones, what made the human race almost extinct. It's one of the most interesting things about the story because you go back and you find out how this happened, what was created, what was done to stop everything from happening, what sacrifices were made. The story is one of the best parts about this game. But also what backs up the story is the audio logs and the data entries that you find throughout the game. They give so much backstory to characters, to events. They explain these events, what happened, how this happened, why did it happen to be said. What makes also the story so damn good is the characters. The characters are the best part of this game. Aloy is the main character, or the main protagonist of the game, and she's so damn interesting. She's a no-nonsense character who doesn't give two shits about what people say about her. She's going to do what she wants. She's been so damn pushed. She's had her face pushed down and pushed down and pushed down, looked down upon it for her whole life. But now she can go out and do whatever she wants. She never really cared about what people actually thought about her to begin with. But now people are actually relying on her. And she's seeing that these people are changing around her. And she's changing people for good. She's extending her reach around this whole entire map, this whole entire area. And people are noticing that what she's doing. And she's kind of taking that on her back, really. And she's saying, I need to do this for better of everyone. Not just my tribe, because they're a bunch of cunts, basically. But for everyone. It doesn't concern just a single group. It concerns everyone. I'm now fighting for the whole entire planet almost. And she carries that weight extraordinarily well. But you can see the damage and the toll that it's taking on her. Trying to find out about her past, who her parents really were, or how she came to be in this world. And she's a really well-written character. A really well-written character. And she's just extraordinary. And she's downright likable almost. She's likable. Some of the characters she comes across are likable, but some of them are cunts. Some of them are absolutely cunts, and you just see that they do a complete 180 in the story. It's like, I did not believe that. That person was a cunt before, now they're kissing her ass. It goes back on what this character's probably trying to get the point across, or what the characters stand for. It was downright stupid for some of the characters to do complete 180. But apparently it's something to do with the change around Aloy and how she's doing everything for everyone, not just her tribe. Even though the tribe are actually saying, oh, you're doing this for us. You're doing this for us. We're going to be a better tribe. We're going to be a much stronger tribe. She's like, no. I'm not doing this for you guys. You guys were absolutely the worst people to me. I'm doing this for everyone. Not only for myself, but for everyone. And she's just such a great character to be along in this journey for. Now, the gameplay is a mixture of actual full-on combat and stealth. Now, the stealth and the combat flow in nicely, almost seamless. It is hard to pick out when you can do stealth and just straight out combat. Because most of the missions, you can stealth the whole entire mission. You can almost stealth the whole entire game. Sometimes you'll be forced into combat, but you can almost do everything in stealth. And it's so much easier because some of the enemies are damn strong. And they will alert other enemies to you. So it's best to try and take the whole entire mission on stealth. I never thought I would actually do any of the missions in stealth because I'm a straight up combat guy. I like that kind of stuff. But with Horizon Zero Dawn, I found myself almost going around the whole entire map in stealth, trying to avoid the machines that are patrolling some of the areas, or trying to avoid some of the bigger machines, like the big ass cunts who will destroy you if they notice you. Even some of the enemies, you can stealth take them down. You can stealth all missions basically, but sometimes they will throw you into combat orientated zones where you have no choice but to fight. And it does flow. It flows in nicely. And the use of different types of arrows and bows and like grapple hooks, they change the combat. They change the way you play the game. You can either use hardpoint arrows, which are basically the sort of like pointed, like real pointy things that will put real pointed arrowheads that will go straight through armor. They will do more damage if you shoot them in the head. Like normally you. For headshots, basically one is to kill. For other arrows like shock arrows, corruption arrows, freeze arrows, fire arrows, they all do those types of damage, and they actually help the gameplay because you will find out that you come across machines or enemies who will be sometimes strong to a certain element, but they'll be weak to another element. So if you use that arrow, you do actually double damage onto them, and you actually find out ways to take the enemy down differently. Now, strategy plays a big part in the combat when you're coming at some of the bigger machines. How do you take it down? How do you stop it from moving? What its weaknesses? Where its weak points are? Targeting the weak points on some of the bigger machines is a big yes. You got to hit those weak points so you can deal more damage and uncover like weak points, big weak points that you can do for double damage, and it might end the fight a lot quicker with some of the bigger machines if you find their major weak point, find their core process or whatever it's called, find their weakness, grapple them down with your grapple hook, like no, not your grapple hook, your rope tie, whatever it is. Grapple them down, bring them down to your level, find their weak points, target said weak points, and do double damage on them. Strategy is the biggest part of this gameplay. And I absolutely loved it when it's coming at some of the bigger machines like the Thunderjaw or the Stormbird, who are real pieces of shit when you come up against them. They're really hard, especially the Stormbird when it's just flying all over the place and just knocking you down constantly. But with the Thunderjaw is a lot easier because you basically grapple him down every single time and just keep grapple, target weak points. The Thunderjaw is the easiest, biggest enemy to take down. But he's also the most pain in the ass because he's just got so much health and so much armor on him. But the Stormbird, and especially the Rockbreakers, are a pain in the ass in this game. Rockbreakers are the worst enemy in this game. If you find one, you're in for a long ass fight because they are a pain in the ass. Especially two Rockbreakers. Two Rockbreakers is almost impossible to fight. They are just the worst enemy to find in this game because they just dig under you and they come up and they just ruin your day almost. Now, the scenery and the setting of this game is absolutely stunning. The weather effects, the day-night cycle, it adds to the scenery. It's just so much, it's just gorgeous really. The lighting in some of the areas is just downright, it feels real. It feels real. And some of the weather effects are damn good. The interaction with animal life or the constant wind changes, you see that in the weather, you see that in the scenery, you see that in the grass. It is a damn good engine and it's a damn good setting. The game looked absolutely miraculous. I felt gobsmacked when sometimes I was climbing up tall necks to finding some of the map areas and you just see this whole entire horizon. It's like, holy shit, this game is beautiful. And it's probably one of the best looking games on the PS4 right now. Now, once you actually complete the story mission, there's also side quests like going to Tornex cauldrons where you can actually learn how to override different machines, or taking down bandit camps, which you can go through and create new settlements for outcasts. It's all there. You still have tons to do after the game. Tons more. There's tons more story and backstory to be found with audio logs and data entries. That can be all found, and some of these side quests are actually downright and actually fun to participate because they affect the story. Some of these side quests affect the story that you're going on. If you do something, it will change something that this character will say in the story, in the main story. It just gels all nicely and feels like you're actually doing something. The choices you do in the side quest before you do this main mission, they matter. I feel like you're affecting the story, which is good. That's a good thing because you want your choices to be affecting the story, and I absolutely loved it. Loved how I loved how I did the side quest and this character says, "Oh, you did this, but you also did this. You stole this person from us, and we're not happy about it." That made me so happy to see that. Holy crap! My choice in a side quest to actually do the side quest affected what this character said and how his attitude was changed towards me. That was one of the big pluses for me. So now for my final thoughts. I absolutely loved Horizon Zero Dawn. Guerrilla Games have done a bang up job. They've done a fucking fantastic job. Can't give enough credit to these guys because they put the heart and soul in this game, and they've put out a near perfect game. I loved every single minute I had with Horizon Zero Dawn, and I continue to play it for the exploring of the areas, like finding more machines, taking down more machines, taking down bandit camps. I will continue to do that because there's just so much to do in this game once you complete it. So my final score for Horizon Zero Dawn is a 9.5 out of 10. This game is an early Game of the Year contender, and it's only March, for God's sakes. It's only March, and we already have a Game of the Year contender. What else can we have in this year? Because this is looking to be a great year for video games. A great year. And this is a great game. If you haven't got Horizon Zero Dawn, go get it, because this is fantastic. This is almost a masterpiece of a game. There's so much love and just blood and sweat put into this game by Guerrilla Games. They've done an amazing job. So congrats, Guerrilla Games. You've done a great game here. And you can definitely see that you've done everything you can for this game. So congrats on doing this. So yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn is 9.5 out of 10. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, share, maybe even subscribe. But also, don't forget to check out my Facebook page, or my Instagram, or my Twitter, all the social media. But until next time guys, I'm Cartender, and I'll catch you later.